Hello, welcome to another episode of Developer Questions, which used to be called Friday Questions, but I didn't answer them on Fridays. Weirdly today I'm answering it on a Friday. Probably should have kept the name. Anyway, let's get on with the question. Today's question is, what's your take on a junior developer no longer getting interviews due to 2 to 3 job gaps that happened as a result of layoffs and visa issues? So, there's questions I have to ask here. So how do you know that that's the reason? Are people telling you? I doubt that's the reason. I think gaps in today's market, gaps are less of a problem than they used to be perceived as. It used to be the old-fashioned, never have a gap on your resume. For me, gaps are okay if you can explain them. If you go, I don't want to talk about the gap, then people go, what happened to the gap? Like, where were you? So I wouldn't be worried about that so much if you can explain it. And being laid off and having visa issues is a normal part of life. I would suggest. So I don't think that's the issue. I think it's one of those things to say. People look for reasons, excuses. Dare I say excuses? So I would be suggesting it's probably not that. Most people who've never met you aren't, rejecting you at the interview or rejecting you for an interview saying there's a gap, therefore no. There's something else. I would suggest you're not delivering enough value in your profiles. Anyone who's not getting interviews, it's never down to, well, you haven't been practicing enough leak code questions. It's not. I hear junior developers saying, well, if you're not getting interviews, go and practice data structures and algorithms. How is someone looking at your LinkedIn profile and deciding whether you have enough knowledge about data structures and algorithms? It's got nothing to do with that. Your profile doesn't give the person looking at it, usually a recruiter or an employer, enough confidence to move forward with you to the next stage in interview. They reserve that for the people who do give them confidence. And this is where having a profile which is very clear and concise at communicating not just what you can do, but what you want to do and how you're being proactive about getting there, that's the most important thing. So I think we shouldn't worry about the gaps if we can explain the gaps, and I would suggest that the problem actually lies elsewhere. If anyone else wants to ask a question, I answer questions every week and post all the answers on the YouTube channel as you're watching this one. If you would like to ask a question, there is a link on my description down here for you to ask a question, and I'll see you next time.